We are here to debate the future of farming in Medway and Swale. We are being hosted by AC Goatham. They are fruit producers in this particular area, and Carol Ford from AC Goatham joins us. You're going to be speaking on the panel, and Guy Poskett from my home county, Yorkshire, from the NFU. Carol, first of all, what is this all about?
Basically, it's an opportunity for us as a farming business and a grower to actually engage with stakeholders that are out there and local representatives. So, for example, parish councils, county councils from Medway and from Swale, and also Kent County Council. And actually it's about trying to understand what challenges we both face, not only as an industry, but also as bodies that need to look after the local area.
Now, the obvious next question before I come to Guy is, what are those challenges? There must be planning, there must be employment. We hear talk of this Lower Thames crossing that will be coming not quite on your doorstep, but potentially coming quite close. Out of all those, what do you think really has the priority?
I think it's a combination of things, really. The planning laws and then how we work together in terms of actually planning for the future. We have ambition as a business. We're a grower, but we're also a business. We need to put down plans. Our plans tend to be on the 20-year basis because of the life of our trees. But it's also about employment and employment opportunities that there are within the industry and within the sector. So it's all of those things, and we've all got those challenges, but they just appear in different ways to the different stakeholders.
Guy Poskett, you're here in your role with the NFU as Horticulture and Potatoes Board Chair, but you have a lot of experience in farming, not necessarily in this immediate area, but you understand the farming issues in this area. In your presentation, what are the main points?
Well, I think that there's lots of things. First of all, labour, access to labour is a big thing, and of course the challenges with the living wage, which we've got coming upon us in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Who's going to pay the bill for the living wage? I think we're working very hard with the retailers, trying to understand the race to the bottom, because we really are in a downward price scale, and we've got businesses that actually can do better, but they need to make money to do better, because then we can invest in R&D, we can invest in new technology, so we can then look at probably reducing our cost of production by doing better. But I think one of the challenges at the moment is there isn't enough cash in the industry to just fund that.
Now, before I come back to Carol, I'm not going to hit the old cliche, all farmers are rich, they all drive Range Rovers, but there is a sort of communication issue out there. Some people would say farming is being ignored in the current political climate, especially when you're talking about Brexit, which we'll finish off on. But also there is a counter argument to say the farmers literally drive a tractor or coaching horses through planning regulations. You kind of do what you want. Is that the case, really? Do you accept any of that?
I don't think it's the case. It's a case in all industries, in all walks of life. The minorities spoil it for the majority. The majority of our businesses in horticulture, in agriculture today, abide by the law and do the things properly. Of course, you'll get the odd rogue, but that's really, we're a professional business, and we want people to come today and understand our businesses, because we're agri-businesses. We aren't woolly-hatted farmers driving a tractor. We're running commercial businesses, turning over probably £7 million a year and bringing an awful lot of employment, an awful lot of income to the country and to the area.
Carol, I touched on the planning issue there, and I said there are fairly hot planning issues in this area. What are the key areas as far as planning are concerned from AC Gotham's point of view?
I think really it's about actually how we can help the planners understand what we want and why we need it. So, for example, worker accommodation. Now, we ensure on our farms that we have, and we have 17 farms around the county of Kent, 12 in Swale and Medway alone, we need accommodation for workers that are brought in for seasonal work. Now, ideally, we'd get that workforce, that 500, from the local area, but unfortunately, that isn't the reality of what we face at the moment, and we need these people to pick our fruits and to go out into fields and harvest the products that we're growing, but we need to ensure that they've got somewhere to live, and that's why we need worker accommodation.
Where I imagine these people are coming very much from Poland, Latvia, Romania, but not from the local area, I hear. Are you advertising in the local area? Do you offer jobs at a reasonable rate to people in the local area?
Yeah, we advertise. We're just starting our advertising campaign now for May, June time. We advertise in local publications, for example, Village Voices. We'll advertise in Kent Messenger, for example, online. We'll put it on our website. There's an application process. We've got a separate section on our website. And we offer those opportunities to everybody, wherever they're based within Europe. But ideally, ideally it would be locals, but we need them that are engaged, enthusiastic people that can see farming and growing as a career choice. There are jobs there.
From the NFU's point of view, I mean, you would much rather see, wouldn't you, local people from this country getting the jobs first, or do we truly live in this sort of EU utopia where people from anywhere should be able to be employed?
Look, any politician that thinks there's enough local labour to do these jobs, or in hospitality, not just agriculture, get out there and show me where they are, because we don't see that within our business. You know, I'm not proud of the fact that we've 80% Eastern European workforce in my business, but reality is we couldn't do without it, and it's delivering us so many opportunities, because now we can maximise for our customers what they want. We all want a 7-day-a-week world, we all want 7-day-a-week availability, but funny enough, nobody seems to want to be able to pack the vegetables or the apples on a Sunday.
We are going to have local MPs tonight. We're likely to get parish councillors. I'm told there will be people from the planning department as well. If you could send a sort of general central message from the NFU, from your members to those people, and they aren't here to talk against you as such, what would that be in a nutshell?
I think that the big message is look at agriculture as an agribusiness. Look what it actually delivers to the UK economy, you know, and also help us. We've got lots of issues. The government have put living wage right on our plate without any consultation, and some of us have got 5-year contracts in advance, or 2- and 3-year contracts in advance, which we have to budget for. So that's a big message. But also the planning. Look, we don't want to litter the countryside. We've also got realistic. If we want to grow our industry, and if we want to be more efficient and reduce our unit cost, we probably need to expand and you know, more polytunnels, more accommodation for seasonal workers, this sort of thing.
Carol, I can see you nodding your head there, but from your point of view as well, the central themes, the important messages to get over in what is quite a courageous open communication on your part.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and we're just really taking the perspective is if we don't actually start talking together about what these future plans are, you know, all the local councils and the county councils are all putting together these local plans now, and they're not based on next year, they're not even based on 5-year, they're based on 20 and 25-year plans. You mentioned about the new Thames crossing, that's all to do with infrastructure. Well, we need an infrastructure system as well, and if we don't talk and engage together, how are we going to work together to deliver what's actually needed, both work-wise, agricultural-wise, business-wise, as well as local communities, jobs and housing.
Well, Guy from the NFU, Carol from AC Goatham, thank you very much. It's going to be a very interesting evening. I'm told it's very much a listening project for people who aren't here, which is why we did this interview. So I hope you've been listening with interest. Thank you very much to both of you. Bye for now.